Good morning, everybody. I'm just about finished my first cup of coffee, and I'm going to bring you guys along on a vlog today. So in the mornings, I typically sit with my first cup of coffee, watch YouTube videos. I was just watching the Two Crazy Ketos premiere that just popped up, and I sit and relax, and that's great. And I think that's, a good quiet time in the morning. But what I'm trying to do now that I have a walking pad in the house is after I finish my coffee, go and walk if I want, if there's still a video that I'm wanting to finish or I still have a little bit of quiet time, walk while I watch. And so it does take a little bit of effort to, get up and do it. So I enjoy my sitting time, but I don't let it go too long. Just long enough to finish my coffee and then go get a few steps in before the kids get up. I'm getting ready to make breakfast, and I know it's weird, but I have been eating beans for breakfast, or with my breakfast, for the past several days, and it's really helped with my satiety. I am adding about 100 grams of carbs per day these days, and it has really helped with my satiety. When I was trying to stay on the more keto days, I was just really struggling. So adding the extra carbs has really helped with my appetite. And I find especially that beans really help with my appetite. It holds me longer than other things. And with what I'm dealing with, anything that holds me longer, I'm going with. The other thing that holds me longer is eggs. And that's always been the case for me. So I figure if I have a breakfast that includes both beans and eggs, I have the most chance of lasting the longest before I get hungry again. And I also will mention that I used to not be able to tolerate beans well. My gut had some issues going on, and I worked really hard to heal my gut and, work on gut health and all of that. And since then, I can eat beans without any problem. And that is so nice. I can eat lots more things without any problem. So I used to think that if something was bad, I had a bad reaction. It just didn't work for my body, and I had to cut it completely out. But what I have found is that there are things you can do to affect your body and tolerate things again. So I'm super thankful for that, because my diet is way more varied than it used to be, and that's just more fun. So I think I'm going to stir fry up this ground beef that I need to get cooked, and then I'm also going to add this in. So this is kind of a meal prep, so I'll have some leftover for other days, and then after that I'll probably just do some over easy eggs and have that on top. I have a few things like some olives that need to get used up, so I'll just throw together some sort of a Mexican style breakfast. Diced green chilies, do some red onions. So I got my beef and beans, and those beans are actually cranberry beans. I picked them up quite a while ago, and they'd been sitting in my pantry, so this was a perfect opportunity to use them. Adding some garnish, and then I think I'm going to add some of this smoky jalapeno sriracha, because I think that'll give it a nice kick of flavor. And then it's also fermented foods, probiotics. There you go. If it can come out of here. It's very thick. Ooh. Well, not very appetizing looking, but I think it'll taste good. That was super good. I'm sitting here at the dining room table, and I keep smelling my amazing lilacs. They are in bloom right now. I just love it. I love this time of year. I love having these in the house because it just perfumes the entire house. So when I'm walking through the kitchen, it makes me so happy. The apple tree's got a lot of blossoms this year. We might get a crop. We got only a few apples last year, so that will be exciting. Come on, Izzy. You're tired already? Did you lose it? Your reading book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say the chair in the sun.
That's a great idea.
Pop. You know that guy?
That guy's name is Pop.
And Pop had one top hat. Wait. Pop. Top. Pop top.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pet pigs.
It's a little after 12 and I'm going to go ahead and mix up my electrolytes. Doing my grapefruit salt, which is probably still my favorite flavor right now. Element is an electrolyte supplement that has a science-backed ratio of electrolytes. They have 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium in each little convenient packet. I found that supplementing with electrolytes was a huge key in my keto journey just to keep me feeling my best. I did not realize how dehydrated I was until I started supplementing with electrolytes. When I first started, I felt like I needed a lot of electrolytes to make me feel good. After I replenished my electrolytes for quite a few months, I felt like I was able to go down in the amount that I used. Electrolytes are one of those things where you have to find your sweet spot. So you take as much as you need to feel good. Your body will tell you where that sweet spot is. For me now, I can often get away with just 1 packet a day. Although if it's really hot or if I'm doing a lot of strenuous exercise, I will bump it up to 2. Right now, Element is offering a deal to my viewers. You can get a sample pack for free. The sample pack has all 8 of their regular flavors. So great way to try them all out or to pass it on to a friend if you want to share, the gift of hydration with them. To get this deal, all you have to do is use my link. It's drinkelement.com/indigo. That's drinklmnt.com/indigo. Place your order and you'll get your free sample pack. I really do appreciate Element's support of my channel. They do really make it possible for me to bring you the content that I do for free. And when you guys support the companies that support me, it really does mean a lot. That's all ready to go. I wanted to show you guys real quick. I was kind of cleaning and organizing at my my coffee counter and the shelf up here, and I decided to put my cookbook collection, my very small cookbook collection, up on the shelf. I thought it looked really cute up there, so I'm excited about that. I like it, but these are all the cookbooks I own, at least that I could find at the moment. I think they're the only ones I own. I'm not a huge cookbook person. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants with recipes, don't usually follow them exactly. But this was a random one. I don't remember where I got it, but it's Round the World Cookbook, which is just kind of fun to look at. I have, I have Mastering the Art of French Cooking, and this was my grandmother's copy, and I was able to get that when she moved out of her house into the assisted living. She let me take whatever I wanted out of the kitchen, and this was one of the things. Got a Whole30 cookbook, Homegrown Paleo. This one's really good. It's by Diana Rogers. She's fantastic. So there's lots of meat recipes, and it's all about homestead type stuff. There's stuff about animals, also about recipes for cooking, different things like that. So it's a good one. The Ultimate Instant Pot Healthy Cookbook. This one was sent to me to review, and it is a beautiful cookbook. Yeah, it's obviously not keto, but there's some good tips in there. Levi? That's a little loud. Okay, I have this one. It is Canning for a New Generation. I haven't really dug into this a lot. I would like to more. And actually, I have a pressure canner now that I still have not used. And so hopefully I will be able to get into that. I have a couple Trim Healthy Mama cookbooks. These ones have some unique recipes, some that I do not use, but it's some fun stuff. Half of their stuff basically is keto, half of it is not. So there are some good keto ideas, but it's not 100% keto. Of course, there's my cookbook. Have to have that on the shelf as well. And then this cookbook I got for Talia, actually, for her birthday. It's the Einkorn flour cookbook. It's like a ancient wheat that's not hybridized and has less gluten that I've been buying for the kids, and she's been loving it. And so I grabbed this for her birthday, and she's been cooking tons of stuff out of there. She cooked empanadas yesterday, which she thought were fantastic. So she's been loving that. But that is my cookbook collection. So Levi has a recipe that he wanted to share. He's making it for his, I think it's his breakfast, but it's basically lunchtime. So Levi, do you want to say what it is?
Mini pizzas.
Mini pizzas. And are they keto?
No.
Yes, they are actually. Yes. Because you're not actually using bread, right? Yeah. No crust.
Yeah.
So what do you do first?
Put the pepperoni down. And for this one. You put tomato sauce on. Next, you have to put cheese on and then cook it. And then put some cheese on. Put a bunch of cheese on them. Now,
Ooh, very sizzly.
yeah.
Whoa. And then can you show us how you eat them? They're a little messy, right?
Yeah, sometimes messy. I kind of have to wait for them to cool down.
That's true. How many thumbs up?
Googleplex plus a Googleplex.
A Googleplex plus a Googleplex?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you just have to like wash your hands and face when you're done, right?
Mm-hmm. Here we are.
Make sure to smash the like button for Levi's mini pizza, keto mini pizza recipe. So one way I've been getting more steps in recently, of course, is the walking pad, which I did a video on not that long ago, so I can link that if you haven't seen it. But I try really hard not to just sit and veg out watching videos, except for my morning coffee. And so if I'm scrolling YouTube and I find a video I want to watch, I try, and I'm not perfect at this yet, but I try to just come in and be on my walking pad while I'm watching it. And it really adds up. So an extra 500 steps here or there, it really adds up by the end of the day and makes it so much easier to get my steps in. But I'm not intentionally spending extra time exercising. I'm spending time exercising that I would have been doing this other thing that I'm still getting done, watching the video or whatever. And it just increases my activity for the day. So loving that. It's 1 p.m. and I'm going to go ahead and have some lunch. That combo of eggs with beef and the beans definitely kept me full for a lot longer than other things. So gonna have to repeat that. So for lunch, actually, I pulled out some chicken from the freezer a little bit ago, and I'm going to make some teriyaki chicken and veggie stir fry. But I think I'll wait and do that at dinner time. And right now I'm just gonna eat some leftovers that I had in the fridge. This is a piece of a New York strip steak, so I'm not even sure how much this is, but we shall see. And about 5 ounces, so that'll be perfect. And then this is a salad that I made, I think yesterday. Cucumbers, red onions, tomatoes, and I used some of the Primal Kitchen Greek dressing and a little bit of apple cider vinegar and a little bit of allulose to sweeten it a little bit. I wanted kind of a sweet cucumber salad. So I'm going to have the rest of this with that. So I don't have a lot of carbs in this meal, and I do want to get around 25-ish carbs per meal these days. And so I think I'm going to have some chocolate, some dark chocolate after this. That is one thing I've really been enjoying. Well, I've been enjoying a lot of things about having more carbs, but one thing I've really been enjoying is having some legit, real dark chocolate after a meal. So I'm going to eat this up first and see how I feel, and then I will probably grab a little bit of a treat after lunch. There's lunch. I'm just eating the steak cold because don't want it to, microwave steak is not great. Occasionally I'll throw steak in an air fryer and, cook it slowly, like at 200 degrees to heat it up. But I'm having a cold salad, might as well have some cold steak with it. I love this raspberries and dark chocolate from Choco Love. I am going to do a third of the bar, which is 6 little squares, 150 calories, and that's going to bring my carbs for my meal up to about 23, which is perfect. This is so good because it has freeze-dried raspberries in it, and so they're like crunchy and tangy and delicious. And I'm going to go out and sit in the sun and savor. Are you working on the goat time?
It looks good.
Yeah, I know. Goat time?
Yeah, I'm going to get on it.
So I'm going to do a teriyaki chicken and veggie stir fry for dinner. And it's only 4 o'clock right now, but I wanted to get this marinating. So I'm going to cut up my chicken thighs and then I'm going to marinate them in this Primal Kitchen thick and sticky honey teriyaki. It's not keto friendly. It's got 5 carbs per tablespoon. So that's going to add a little bit of extra carbs for me for my dinner. But I'm trying to get better at not having like 1/4 filled bottles of things in the fridge all the time that, sit there for months and months on end. And I used this yesterday. I opened it yesterday to make some teriyaki salmon air fryer bites. I saw Mission Keto make some in a video the other day and I was like, oh, that sounds good. And I had this that I had picked up at grocery outlet and I had some salmon in the freezer. And so I pulled that out and made some teriyaki salmon bites. They were really good. I sprinkled them with some sesame seeds and some green onions and they were really tasty. So anyways, I'm going to try to use this up. I figured if I marinate all these chicken thighs in this, I'll use up the bottle and then it won't be cluttering up my fridge for who knows how long. The kids and my husband are down playing video games downstairs. So if you hear any screaming, no one's dying. This stuff smells so good. It's really delicious. So I'm going to let this sit probably for about an hour or so. And then we will get working on dinner. I have some broccoli, fresh broccoli crowns, and then a little cabbage. So those are going to be the main veggies in the stir fry. Here is teriyaki chicken veggie stir fry dinner. I did use some arrowroot to thicken the sauce. And then the veggies are just fried up with some basic seasonings, salt, garlic, onion. Was that it? I think that might have been it. This looks really good. I'm really hungry, so I am going to dig in. just finished dinner. That was delicious. And I'm out on the porch enjoying the evening sunshine, and I'm gonna have an apple to get a few more carbs in. So I've had 3 meals so far today, and these days I'm eating about 4 meals a day because I just get so hungry so fast. And so usually, well, at some point in the day, oftentimes in the evening, like as my last meal of the day, I will have a keto chow. And that's nice because I can kind of sip on it slowly throughout the evening because I hate going to bed hungry. And so I kind of have to keep on sipping so I don't get too hungry. So I will probably be doing that later, but right now I'm just going to enjoy this apple. Chickens, 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 come on. I mean, there's not that much. I guess everyone doesn't have to come. Oh my. Chickens are so mean. You're late to the party. Decided to do something a little different tonight for my keto chow and have an apple pie. I was in the mood for something cinnamony tonight, and this is definitely hitting the spot. Like I said, I always forget about apple pie. It's not like the first thing that I grab, but it's actually pretty tasty. It is almost 8 p.m. and I'm at 10,812 steps, and my goal these days is 13,000, which I have been hitting since I got this walking pad. So I am on here watching a few more videos before we start doing like bedtime routines and stuff. So I ended up hitting my step goal by about 9 p.m. So I got my 13,000 steps in, no problem. And here's just a quick peek at my macros for the day. Hit my macros pretty close, 2,303 calories, 168.3 grams of protein. That was 28.9% of my calories. 141.8 grams of fat. That was 54.8% of my calories, and 94.7 total carbs, or 73.8 net carbs, and that was 16.3% of my calories. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll just see you in the next video.